Hey everybody! Did I time it right? Hey everybody, welcome to Hoard of the Dragon Queen with the Crazy Questers. I'm your host, Derek, Aramel, Eris, the best character I ever wrote. You know, all your favorites. Here we are back. We're still missing somebody, but that seems to be par for the course a lot lately. So without further ado, we'll just hop right in. As Sikora reminded me a minute ago, we are waking, or Axre is awakening right now to the wonderful, just kidding, horrible sight.
Amazing, beautiful sight of a severed head.
Sikora is holding the unfortunate severed head of a previous player character, Gnome Skillet.
Oh.
Who, apparently upon dealing with the cult by himself for quite a while,
Right.
met an unfortunate end. And the last thing he ever sent you guys was a letter saying important information about the cult, meet you in Waterdeep. And yet, he never got to give you that information.
So I'm just gonna kind of be
Yeah.
still kind of hurt because I got literally beat the shit out of in that fight.
Oh yeah, no, you
just
got dual orb of dragon fired explosion out of an area.
Only reason it didn't do anything to me is there was two of them.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna look over. Look at Sikora, I beg. Did you do that?
No, I hate it. Oh god, okay, hold on. I'm gonna whip my head around because I am assuming you're still passed the fuck out.
I'm getting up, but I look. There's a head, and you're holding it.
Do you? No, I didn't. Do you see whose head it is?
Yes, it's the only reason I was actually concerned, because normally if I saw you with just a dismembered head, I'd be like, okay, she's getting ready for some spell.
Why would you think that I would do this to one of our friends?
I literally just woke up. I don't know how you're expecting me to think on this higher level here, but literally, how would you feel if you opened your eyes and saw me just holding his head?
I would never assume that you would have done it.
I mean, I have killed people and taken their heads before. You are aware of that, right?
Good to know. I put his head back into, was it like a box or a satchel?
It was a box.
Cool. I put it back in the box and I step away.
Okay. Axre, I need you to roll me a religion check.
Like, what color is of religion?
Actually, it's 24.
Ooh.
Yeah, so you feel almost like, it feels like the most natural urge to just give in to pray over this received, I say
I
gift.
act like one of your ex-girlfriends and I get on my knees and start praying.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
So,
Sweet
as you
Lord.
begin to pray, you actually find yourself, reaching further and further into this sort of abyss, or sort of the open void of your god's, energy and power. And your god essentially appears before you for a moment and says, "Oh, good. You wanted to talk to him?"
To Gnome?
No follower of mine, but when he reached an afterlife of sorts, he was so filled with a spiritual just rage over having to tell someone something that he just reached beyond the void, and I plucked him right up for a single moment.
My lord, your foresight is... I don't know how to say this without seeming a little godly.
Thank you. I have gifted you with one thing. You may ask him 3 questions. Beyond that, he is far far gone. You have no idea how long it took his head to get to you guys.
I don't.
He's been dead a while, so...
Oh.
The strength of his soul is fading, so you probably have 3 questions before he completely fades.
Alright, is he there in front of me right now then?
So as he says that, he just like places this like sort of like whitish smoky orb or like sphere in front of you and just sort of pulls it apart. And as it sort of expands, you see like Gnome Skillet just like literally like stretching, and he's like, ugh.
Can I see this? Can I hear this?
No, you are unfortunately in the real world.
Cool.
Hold on, should I be deafening and muting her then?
No, I'm not worried about that.
Oh, okay.
I'll just dissociate.
Besides,
Okay.
I have 3 points on my next encounter of her trauma to put her through, so...
No!
See, that's what you should have muted, so she wouldn't have known that.
Oh, she knows it's coming. It's coming. So...
I'm still waiting for Axre to go through trauma.
You have been. You remember the part where you were tortured in a demon chamber for several weeks?
It's fine. It's fine. I found
Yeah,
a new god out of that. I got the ability to
definitely-
go off and have sex. And...
I definitely didn't put any like PTSD counters in your...
Okay, so we're even, alright? Wow.
You'll see. Anyway,
Wow.
so, continuing.
So I got 3 questions.
Your face is Gnome, and he's like, oh, that is not a comfortable position to be forced into.
Well, I guess we only have 3 questions, so I'm going to ask them. So, what was the information that you felt like you had to peer across an endless void in order to reach to people?
And suddenly you just see this like fire in his eyes like rip through him, and he just starts babbling fast. And I'm not going to sit here and say everything he's going to say. Basically, you receive a very important point, which is that you are headed to the ancient, or eventually, if all comes to fruition in the worst way possible, you will find yourselves at the Well of Dragons, facing not 1, but 3 massive opponents.
Well, fantastic. Do you have any particular information on the said opponents outside of their size, or?
And he simply says, size is not really the answer. You're dealing with the cult themselves, attempting to summon Tiamat, and another evil is trying to force its way into this bargain, essentially. But I don't think they intend to walk away without sort of putting Tiamat back. So it's kind of an enemy of my enemy situation. But that does not mean they are friendly. And then the third is a group of powerful warriors who apparently have chosen to make unfortunate allies of the Red Wizards of Thay.
Well, I fucking know that name now, thanks to DnD the movie.
Yeah.
It's a great movie, okay?
It was.
It was
Even
on point.
Heather
I
was
even went to
not
the movie
usually
theater to see it, and I never do that.
Heather
Alright,
does not usually love movies like the cheesier, like modern movies, but like I think the thing that really got her was obviously 1, their escape plan, and then immediately, but we've approved your pardon, and also his failing illusion.
Yep.
Yeah, just like
That part was good. So,
Yeah.
do I technically get another question, or are you saying because he gave me the 3 points of information, that's all I get?
You still get 1 more.
fuck me, I don't know. Because I got the information that I needed about the cult. What was it that killed you?
And he smiles and he just says, there are many bounty hunters, and they are already looking for you.
I reach out my hands and like two little flames to like start to circle him, and I start praying for his soul's passing.
And he just looks at you and says, like, keep an eye for the blade that smokes from the tip.
Just the tip.
And he winks at you and just goes, just like, fourth question, huh? Just the tip. And winks and just fades away.
Well, that question was 100% not in character.
No, totally was. While that's all happening, Sikora, you were approached by one of the people that you've met many times.
I hate it already.
Last Felrow. Do you guys remember fighting the gargoyle?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure.
So, Last Felrow is just kind of walking down the way, and he comes up to you guys. He's like, "Oh my god, I found you!" And he's using like his, his like microphoned tongue.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, yeah.
And he hands you like two little stones. Like one's gray and one's blue.
Okay, this is about to
And
be
he's
a
like-
Matrix moment.
Now he hands you two stones. He's like, I don't know what the blue stone is, but apparently it's magic, and I just want to thank you for, helping keep my gargoyle from destroying everything around us. The other one is also thanks. And as you, I need you to roll me a investigation check.
Just Sikora, or do both of us?
Yeah. No, just Sikora.
Making
Son
sure.
of a biscuit. That was almost a nat 20.
Go upstairs. Right now. Go. Don't
Yeah, Heather, go
I'll be
upstairs.
done, guys.
I rolled
My
a
dog.
6.
Roll the 6? Okay. So you don't notice anything particular about the gray stone. I'll give you one more roll, perception.
16?
So even though you don't see anything remotely interesting about, this little gray stone, you can feel a sort of like shivering from the gray stone.
Is this literally going to be a pet rock? Is this about to be a pet rock?
It's cuter than that.
No! I already have that weird worm thing that's got two heads and stares at me.
Well, now you have a baby gargoyle.
What?
So apparently his giant gargoyle was, I guess you could say pregnant? I don't know how the hell. I'm gonna say, like, it's a very unique gargoyle apparently, and one of its major points is that what it can do is it can basically seek out other stone and essentially impart life onto it.
I have a child.
You have a baby gargoyle.
Okay, wait, but like, how big is it? Like golf size? Like golf
Right now
ball
it
size?
is the size of like a literal like fish oil pill from like the store. Yeah. And it doesn't have any tail. All it has, if you look really close, is a little face. It has not found the like growth of limbs or anything like that yet.
He's so cute.
And what I'm gonna say, what Last Fellow tells you is like, okay, so basically what you're gonna have to do, and this where the change will be faster if you do certain things, but if you don't, your best bet is to give it little gemstones.
I have to feed it gemstones?
Yes, doesn't have to be good ones even. It's just gemstones. It's certain minerals within all gems, when many different types of gemstones will, help this thing grow. Because right now, this is essentially the equivalent of having an egg that hasn't hatched yet, because it can't do anything.
Oh. What? And you don't know what the blue stone... Can I use
That's why he gave you the blue stone. He's like,
I don't know.
like, this is stone 1. Like, this is food, basically.
Oh, okay.
Tiny bit of magic
Blue
in it.
stone is. So do I just like crush up the blue stone and like?
Oh no. He just tells you like, no, don't do that. Just watch. And then he puts the 2 stones like next to each other,
I'm just
and
like
you literally
this.
see the face just doing like, trying to like munch at it.
Oh my god, this is the cutest.
Were you
thing.
gonna have him crunch it up and like snort it, or?
No, I was gonna crush it up because it will be tinier bites because he's so tiny.
Oh,
So
okay.
once he finally like reaches it and it fixes his teeth, he essentially like bites into it, and you actually see the color slowly from the other end drain out of the gemstone. It's a very slow process, but it's happening right in front of you.
Adam, your video is
Frozen again.
Sorry.
I'll take care of that. Just
Okay.
Yeah, so-
I'm just like, I've never seen this.
As you're watching that, Les Fellows says, all right, well, I'll be around if you need any more help.
Oh,
But other than
how do I keep it safe?
oh, don't worry. It'll pretty much just put it somewhere on the cart. When they go to sleep, when they go dormant, they just kind of affix to whatever they're on.
Could I put it in like my haversack, or will that cause an
yeah.
implosion?
Totally, you can do that.
I'm gonna inside check that man. I'm
you
gonna
can-
inside check that man.
Go for it.
A 22.
Yeah, no, he is 100% telling you the truth. You can put it wherever you want. But just
Okay.
know, he even warns you, though, like, but if you put it in your bag, just be aware, like, if you need it for something, obviously he's a baby right now, it won't matter. But if he starts to get bigger and you put him in the bag, if he happens to, like, go dormant when he's leaning on the bag, he's basically going to become a part of the bag until he wakes up again. Which means you won't be able to just pull him out.
Cool. Okay, good to know.
So while he's a baby, it's probably fine. And then
Does he have a name?
you get to name him.
Okay. I'm not gonna name him yet. I have to think of a good one.
That's okay. So, now for the trauma.
No, I knew it was coming.
So, as Lasfelro walks away, he stops dead in his tracks
Oh no.
and turns around, and you hear an unfortunately familiar voice.
Derek.
Yeah,
Is this Bile?
it's Bile. So he just like turns around and he's like,
I
and
don't what? Ugh.
he like turns around and it's like a creepy turnaround. Like it's not that he kills Lasfelro, but the neck is not supposed to bend too far, and he's definitely like at a certain level of like the extent of the human neck. So
I thought Bile can talk to me. I gave him permission to talk to me through the ring.
when you hold the stone, but then you put the stone away all the time. You never
It's not
pull
a
it
ring.
out. Say what?
I thought I put the stone somewhere like on my neck or on a ring or some shit.
The last time we talked, I swear you had put it away in your bag because he was being a dick to you.
Oh, that tracks.
Like, so he is here and he is furious. It's like, you can't just keep us silent.
I'm sorry. I forgot I put the stone in the bag. I'm sorry. I'll get it out.
You forgot
God.
you have a small legion of demons.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to be a normal person. I really hope Axre is like, what the fuck is this?
Nope.
Bit?
He's still in the praying.
I'm in my prayer. Yeah.
You guys are both basically being gifted visions.
I hate it.
So,
Okay, hold on. Stop. Don't hurt him.
he's like, oh, this one? And he just like puts his hand on his neck and just pushes a little further. Just
Let me get the stone out. God, used to be nice.
nice plus isolation without my outside contact that I've grown accustomed to makes it very difficult to be reasonable.
You like me?
So wait, Bile misses being sassy? Is
Yeah.
that what
Bile
we're
misses
hearing?
being able to communicate outside of the 9 people he's allowed to talk to.
Yeah, so you miss me. I knew you liked me.
I have never hated my life so much.
You're such a drama queen.
I've lived thousands of years.
I stick my hand into the bag and I pull the goddamn stone out.
Immediately, Les Felro is like freed and just walks away, and he's like, "Oh man, crick in my neck." It's just keeps walking.
I don't even know. Where do I stick this goddamn stone? Does the stone have a hole in it or anything?
No, you gotta hold it.
Okay, I'm just gonna stick it in my goddamn bra so I don't have to hold it.
Fair enough. So he's just talking to you in your head, like, so what is going on? Why have you cut off full contact with us?
It's a really long story. Do you want to, like, sit down and get a drink about it?
No.
Okay, cool. I like that. I'm gonna go get some alcohol because it's traumatic for me, so.
I would like you to put my soul stone back into something so that I can walk around.
Well, unfortunately, you guys incinerated all of the bodies that I put you guys in and fucked us over, so... whose fault's that?
You're telling me you haven't killed anything since that happened?
Not anything great, no.
Some bullshit.
I'm sorry?
He said, and he just basically like cuts to the chase, like, I have been instructed to offer you a deal. Again. A new deal. Purging our previous one.
I don't even remember. That was so long ago. Everything is happening so fast.
It's quite
Don't
simple.
remind them.
Give me a body. I will leave.
Don't want that.
I will go do my own thing.
That's terrifying.
It will not involve the mass murder of civilians and people. It will involve seeking out the other stones and finding my way back to hell.
Don't I have the majority of the stones?
You have 5
Out of 7.
out of 9.
There's 9? I thought there was 7.
It's a
Jesus.
woeful miscalculation.
Oh, cool. At least it wasn't my fault. Okay.
It's quite simple, as I've told you before.
If I remember the deal from before... Hold on, I'm pretty sure I wrote it down. Yep, right here. If I remember the deal from before, if we kill the dragon claw and make sure all 9 eyes are together, then the hells will only be open for an instant when y'all get to go home.
Yes.
Yep. And I asked for compromise. I gave you all bodies to help us defeat the dragon call and Tiamat, so that when you go to hell to wage war, it will be less intense for you to fight.
Yes, but you are also not strong enough to continue to host all 9 of us. So we wish to do this on our own.
What is that supposed to mean?
You have shown that the level of trauma you have experienced because of your attachment to us was not handled in a way where you let us continue to thrive and function. Instead, you put us into the bag and you left us there.
Yeah, I feel like any normal person who's not like totally cripplingly evil would do that.
They kidnapped me, I would do that, so. Just saying.
I offer you a compromise. We will leave.
How do I get you to prove that you're not going to hurt anybody? Any of you?
And that's, he basically like tells you like, give me a body and I will prove it to you right now.
There's no bodies!
There's actually like 4 dead goblins behind the wagon right now.
Oh, ew, you want to be in a goblin body?
I don't want to be in a goblin body, but it's the only dead thing nearby.
Well, like I said, I was trying to put you into a nice, dope body, but you want to be in a fucking goblin instead?
It's better than being in a stone where all I hear is stupid visions, bullshit about the effervescent power of magic 24/7.
Is that my dad?
No, it's the vision is an 8-armed, or like a multi, mage handed, weirdo.
Vision is the name of a person. Okay, I thought he was
Vision.
actually having visions. Okay.
No. Vision is one of the 9. His name's actually the Visionary, but he just calls him Vision. And Victim is just creepy to be around. I mean,
I do agree with that.
if I could just talk to him where he has a body, it's one thing. But when he's trapped in his ethereal form, it's like talking to a person who's just super into himself, but also a crybaby. It's like bipolar narcissism or something. It's weird. It's weird.
I'm sure it is.
And it's infuriating. I want out. I want to run around. I'll even give him a body if he'll leave me the fuck alone.
Okay, how about I just put you in a goddamn goblin body and you don't leave just yet. Just hold the fucking phone, okay?
Agreed.
Okay. God. Jesus. And I go into my goddamn sack and I try to find his broken little eyeball.
Yep, that's how you identify the bile ball.
It's still broken a little bit.
Yep.
Alright, I look at Axre. Is he still in his thing?
Yes.
I'm still in my trance.
Yes.
Guess I will make an executive decision and lie by omission again. Love this for me. Fuck me.
Totally an option.
Always an option.
Yep.
Well, how do I know if waking you up from a goddamn trance doesn't annihilate you immediately?
You don't.
It very well could, actually, with how vengeful this god is.
Yeah. I walk up near Axre and I look at his face. Is it just totes gone?
To Axre? Yeah, no, his so Axre is actually you can see him doing the dream eyeball movement thing.
Yeah.
But that's it.
I'm in REM. I'm taking a really good nap.
Well, I hate this. He's already upset at me about something else. Hold on. Give me 5 minutes, okay? And I'll put you in a goblin body.
Okay.
And I take his stone and I put it back in the bag.
Okay.
And I put just a hand, I just go to put a hand on Axre's shoulder.
Roll me a religion check.
Oh god.
Me or her?
Her.
Okay.
I am for some reason very religious. Weird. 27.
Well, I mean, to use souls, you kind of have to believe in an afterlife.
What? True.
Say 27.
Yeah, I rolled a 27.
Her religion's higher than mine. Well, because religion is intelligence. I don't get that, but...
Yeah. It's true! Ew! D&D! Anyways, I'm sorry.
Could just be simple history. Religious history. Anyway. So you basically, you kind of get a sense of, the amount of energy that is, flowing through him as he prays over the
That's right, he has the head. Okay.
the head of Gnome.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but roll me a perception check.
Dirty 20.
You do notice that Gnome's head is rotting faster than it was.
Oh god. Oh god. Okay, so me touching his arm didn't like...
No. You just noticed this while you were here.
No, I mean like me touching Axre's arm didn't like... He wasn't alerted to my presence or anything.
No, he's completely unaware.
Fuck.
Just like your feelings for him in like the first half of this whole entire campaign.
I really still feel like it's still like that. I really don't know what's going on anymore.
I have it written down.
Oh no! Cool. I love that for us.
Good or bad, it's written down somewhere.
Awesome. Cool. Fan fiction. Oh Jesus.
It's a fucking binder. I have different pens for color coordinating.
I like the joke that if it's just like one big page, it just says bone.
I don't know. I don't know if that's what Axre wants.
That's over here.
Oh god.
Anyway, okay, so what are you gonna do?
How many minutes left do I have in my 5 minutes that I gave?
5 minutes.
I told Bile to give me 5 minutes and then I would put him in a goblin body. How many minutes do I have?
So after like checking on the Axre thing and looking at the goblin bodies, I'd say you have like 3 left.
Okay, I'm literally gonna stand here for like 3 more minutes to see if Axre will come out of his trance.
Axre, roll me a religion.
At 1.
Answer this simple question.
Oh no.
Did you try to stay and talk to your god after Gnome vanished? Or did you immediately, like, you know, say like, alright, send me back?
I tried staying to get guidance.
Axre, no!
With the nat 1, that actually works out great, because then you get the
I
opposite
double
effect.
nat 1. I double nat 1.
Okay, so you tried to stay for guidance, and he was like, no time.
Oh! Yes! No.
You wake up so abruptly, now holding what is basically just a skull.
Ew. So gross.
And he's like, that was fast.
Okay. Do you want this now, or do we bury it? I can perform last rites, but I kind of did it already.
I have thoughts on that, but I have something pressing, very pressing, that I have to talk to you about before I go do it. Because I kind of have to do it, but I wanted to talk to you about it first, because last time I didn't talk to you about something, you got that. So, long story short, Bile. Yeah, Bile's here. He's queer, yay. But
Is that canon?
Yeah.
it is now.
It is now.
He's here, he's queer, get used to it. He wants to be put into a body. And it's really gross, but he really wants to get put into one of those goblins. I told him I was waiting to give him a better body, but he just really is sick of hearing everyone else talk. So I was gonna go put him into a goblin, and then we're all gonna have a conversation.
So, the last thing I want to do is talk to those creatures.
I feel like Bile's really the best of them.
He also feels that way. He is also tired of talking to them.
Yeah,
Only
like,
them.
I think he is also tired of talking to them.
But, so he wants you to put him into another body so that he can have a break from the place that he's eternally tied to, that he always is able to be in communication with these creatures.
that's part of it. The other part is originally he wanted to leave.
Well, that's an absolute no. Right.
Yeah, I told him to not do that yet, and he did agree. So when I put him into that goblin over there, he's not gonna leave yet.
Well, goblin body will not be strong, but you need to wear the deal very precise if you choose to do this. But my question for you is, why would you care if I got angry or what?
Sorry, that's me, not her. Why would I want you to be angry at me?
Well, I'm more so concerned why you felt like you had to double check with me with something that, this is clearly your thing. I don't double check with you every time I talk to my god, so...
Okay, no.
I just wanted to see, why you felt the need to double check with me in particular. My brother is here, so is Zish.
Okay, yeah,
But why me?
I feel like you already know the answer to that question. So I'm gonna just I'm gonna go put bile into that goblin body before this gets weird. I feel like it's already weird. It's definitely weird.
And he just kind of looks at you with his eyes piercing, waiting for a response.
No, I hate it.
Sikora doesn't deal with.
I honestly imagine that this might be your most traumatic combo because you have the trauma master
talking about my feelings is really traumatic.
Well, no, you have the trauma that is Derek, and then you have the trauma that is me. So it's you get double.
Yeah. You've already yeah.
Okay.
You're just gonna keep staring at me until I walk away, aren't you?
Or answer.
I feel like I answered. I kind of answered.
Just go do what you need to. And I just kind of go back to tending to my sword.
Oh. Ooh, I think I might make an executive decision. Ooh. Okay. As Axre starts to walk away, I grab him by his arm.
Oh damn. Oh damn.
Hold on, I have to see how I feel about that.
Are you insight checking yourself right now?
In case it is, yeah. Yes, you are.
Okay. Well, if it's with insight, then I pass what I was set. But if it's just a regular D20, I don't.
We're going with insight. That's definitely an emotional check of some kind.
So I instantly kind of try to pull away a little bit.
Oh no!
Oh.
And I just look, what? I'm your traveling companion. This is something that you yourself are dealing with, and I'm here to support you in any type of magic or any type of fighting you need, but it's been made abundantly obvious as to where the boundary is drawn.
Oh.
Ooh.
Okay.
Hold on. I would like to actually kind of insight her emotional response to this. 19.
Yeah. She's not okay.
But is she like puzzled, like at where this is coming from?
Yeah, I think she's confused. She doesn't know if he thinks that she drew a line, or if he thinks that she didn't realize that he drew a line. If that makes sense. She doesn't know who drew the line.
That makes total sense.
No, that makes total sense, actually. So, I mean, like, that, for a 19, that actually works out really well.
I immediately let go of his arm. As I say, oh.
If you didn't already have feelings for somebody, I could talk to you more so, and I'm still trying to figure everything out myself, but...
Feelings for somebody?
That man in the bar? Touching his chest gingerly. My brother said that that's how lovers make contact.
Sometimes, yes. And something did happen at that bar, but I'm really confused. I'm really confused about the way that you feel about me. I've been really confused for a very long time about it.
I've also been quite confused for the fact that I've not been allowed to explore many of my emotions over my several decades of existence.
I was like, wait, are you older than I think you are? I'm sorry. That was me. That was Shelby.
Yeah, no, I'm like 130.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah. This is Derek not reading character sheets, but I am 130, but I look like 30.
You're an elf, right? You're like a full-blown elf, or you're
high elf.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah. But I'll be like, so I'm still trying to figure out everything because I have not seen parental love. I have not seen any type of longing affection for anybody, and I have been kept in a church for damn near 100 years.
Oh, that's a long time to be around religion.
Yes,
Sorry.
nuns are not nice. And then finding out that it's not even the religion that I was born to be.
Yeah.
So I have many things that I am confused about. You are quite one of them, because you stirred many emotions that I had no idea what they even were. One of them is infuriation, evidently.
I infuriate you.
Yes. You get under my skin with these minute details that shouldn't mean much, but... I have learnt that I do care for you. To the extent I do not know. But it seems like you've made the decision to be with another. And that is fine. Your happiness is impaired. Did you not lay with him?
I did, but I did not make the decision to be with him.
You laid with him. That is the decision to be with him.
No. You can lay with many people throughout your life.
I'm pulling a sidebar real quick, because Derek is basically being my god at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So, how would my god feel about premarital and all that fun stuff?
Oh my god! Good lord! He's a demon!
Mine isn't.
No.
I thought he was a fucking devil.
No, mine is the living embodiment of the golden sun, law and order, and the calendar of time.
Awesome. I didn't know that.
Yeah, you never asked.
I feel like I did in the question night, but that's okay.
I said he was the Lord of the Golden Sun when you asked that, but you didn't ask any particulars outside of that.
So, based on D&D lore at least, it looks like there is no hard opinion,
which is why I'm asking
about the importance of sex,
which is why I'm
in or outside of relationships and things like that. So literally,
I'm giving you the ability to cause chaos right now.
Don't do it, Derek. You don't have to do it.
And of course so are you trying to talk to your god right now?
I'm not trying to talk to my god right now because
He just wants to know. He just doesn't know his god's opinion on the topic.
I'm not trying to talk to him, but I've spent 3 months in that golden light with him learning his teachings, but you and I have not covered this.
No, it's fair.
Ooh.
So basically, Amanir has no strong opinion on the matter, but as far as he's considered for his avatar in this case is like a Viking warrior.
So I can rape and pillage?
No, because you still aren't allowed to. You are allowed to fulfill your heart's desires and entertainments as long as you are fulfilling his will first.
So he's a hoe.
You're allowed to be a hoe.
I'm allowed to be a hoe.
You could be celibate, you could be a hoe. He doesn't give a shit. As long as the first thing you're doing is taking off the pickpocket's head.
I'm just pointing out the fact that Axre is 132 years of pure virgin, so...
Definitely not a hoe.
Definitely not a hoe.
Hoeing it up.
Oh, Adam, I can't remember. Did we decide that you have working parts?
Yeah.
So I have... I don't have testicles, basically.
Yeah.
It was basically a vasectomy.
But if
But
you
I
were
have a working
reborn
penis.
physically in the light of your new god.
Would they come back? Oh, that'd be so dope with him.
I gotta think about that one. That's a big one.
Yeah, but Sikora can't either.
Yeah, Sikora can't know
No.
automatically.
No, I mean I can't have kids. I've also been.
Gotcha.
But
She
like
was also
I can
castrated in a different way.
Yeah, I
Fair
still
enough.
have, I still have bits to, do bit stuff with.
Well,
She still got
obviously.
them lady bits.
I still got the lady bits.
So
Sorry.
My wife is probably hearing this conversation from above me going like, what the literal fuck are you guys doing?
I mean, Kyle's literally on the other side of this wall trying to sleep, so.
I'm sorry, Kyle.
It's okay,
So,
he'll be
to
fine.
cover the bases, yes, you can be a hoe. Doesn't mean you're gonna be a hoe, because that's not very in character. But you're basically like a dog that just got let off the leash.
Free to explore myself, basically.
Free
is
to
what you're saying.
explore your surroundings, uninhibited.
Okay. So then going back to the conversation, I'm just gonna say, I've not explored many of what I have, but when I kissed you, I kind of tried making it very evident that I had strong emotions for you.
And then an hour later, you've referred to me as a friend.
Are there other ways to define what we are?
Yes.
We are not married. We are not betrothed.
No. You could be in a relationship. You could be courting someone. You could be.
That would take a conversation, and I don't feel like we've even had that until this very moment.
Sikora.
It's been past 5 minutes.
It's
I
been
know.
way over 5 minutes.
I know. Okay, but my hand is like in the bag on the stone. So my hand's on the stone in my bag, though. While
So basically,
I
You can
really
hear
just
what's
want to.
happening.
I really want to see her just like rip out the stone, be like, "This is important." Fuck
yeah, just like
this."
hold on. Yeah, I'm just.
so
I'm
it's a
assuming.
very different reaction. You.
I would say for like half of this conversation, my hand has been in the bag on vials, like on
on the
vials.
soul stone or on like the talkie stone that you have.
The talkie stone was a ring originally, by the way, that you gave her.
Fine,
Did she
talkie
have-
Yeah.
ring.
The talkie ring was on,
Okay.
so talkie ring's already on, and I grabbed vile stone.
Okay.
And it's just my hand has been in my bag because it's not really been like at a good point for me to like bring it out, but I'm just kind of there. So we heard probably like half of that conversation, I would say.
So you just hear in the back of your mind like, this is all very touching, but if you could put me in a body so I can stop listening to this, because this is worse than the table.
Can't look at Axre because this video is gone right now.
I'm trying to work on it, but it's being a pain. I
Okay,
think I
just
have
imagine
to
I'm
refresh.
looking at you and I'm Bile, can you just give me like 5 more minutes? This is really
Put me in the goblin and I'll give you days.
I don't want you to leave. I
won't leave yet. We have a contract to work out. But put me in a body.
Jesus. Okay, hold on.
Oh shit. Which also means the stream might be gone.
No, I think so.
No, he's back. Okay, it's just his video,
I told you I had to reload, but my mic wasn't even letting me go. So you're good.
Gotcha.
It was only like the last 3 seconds.
Gotcha.
Okay, I reach out and put my hand on his arm again, and I'm like, I'm so sorry. Bile is being an absolute cunt right now. Can I please go put him in a goblin so we can have this conversation? Because I really want to have this conversation with you. It's incredibly important.
He's now
only
chanting
if he
literally.
Only if he misbehaves, I get to incinerate him.
There's more bodies. There's more bodies.
With this body that I put him in, yes, you can do that if he does that. And I squeeze his arm and then I run away and I go put his goddamn eyeball in a fucking goblin.
So
you see the goblin who is still like.
No, your rule with these stones originally you had to still cast animate death.
Oh yeah, I do.
Your
I
original.
Okay. Yes,
that was your original rule with these spells.
Yes, I'm casting the spell.
I meant for Derek.
I remember. Thank you for reminding me.
I'm casting the spell. It's a 1 minute. It's a 1 minute spell.
All right. So, upon completion of the spell, you see the one red eye blink or wink. And then all the different like broken bits from the goblin just start to like crack into place. And as he stands up, he's like, "Oh God, I can finally not hear them for a minute."
Sorry. Okay, let's go hang out on the cart. I have a very important conversation I have to have.
I'm actually gonna go into those woods. This goblin has to piss. And just
Really?
walks away.
Wait, no, I say wait.
What?
I stick my pinky out. You have to pinky promise that you'll come back.
We have an actual fucking demonic contract in
Give me
place.
your goddamn pinky. And Axre can see me doing this.
And he's just like so irritated. He literally just rips off the goblin's pinky.
That is not how pinky promises work. Fine.
Is it bad? Axre literally just wants to walk up, put his hand on top of the goblin head, and cast burning hands directly. Just feel like directed incident.
Okay. I'm just like, ah. And I turn around as he walks away into the forest, and I'm just like, sorry.
You hear the loudest just,
Oh my god.
He is obnoxious. That is the nicest way I can put it.
He's literally chanting in my head for the last 2 minutes. I'm so sorry.
I created the sassy statement.
He's so sassy! Oh my god.
Anyway.
I'm sorry.
You don't have to apologize. Just take care of what you need to with the demon and make sure you dot your I's and cross your T's.
He's fine for now. He's very obsessed with the fact that we have a necromantic demon contract, so he can't leave. So we're good for...
Is that explicit in the wording of that contract? Because I can tell you Sanskrit would say yes, but how much of him has to remain actually here for him to be considered still here? I did see that he did rip off a pinky, so he could classify that as him, and the rest of him go off.
I genuinely don't know if he knows what pinky is.
Vile knows what a pinky is. He is many things. Bastard.
I would like to say it is incredibly crazy that you know the demons in my head better than I do.
I spent months with them.
Quick question, because I lost a document. I feel like I'm missing one. I've got Bile, your dad, Victim, Visionary, Locke, Sandcrier, and Stock. Who am I missing? Someone's missing.
You got Locke?
Locke and Stock are both there.
The sand dude?
He said
Sandcrier. Yep.
Vision.
Victim.
Bile, and Sikora's dad. feel like I'm missing one or two.
You are.
I was looking in our chat and I could not find it.
I'm gonna have to review that. I don't
Okay.
think I'd be able to go over it all right now. By the way, Kevin says that he's had a lot of internet issues, so that's why he can't play.
Oh no, Kevin.
Yeah.
He was
Also,
trying
I
up
will
until
say-
like 5 minutes ago.
Oh.
Okay.
I will say that Bile's whole purpose for getting a body was to go find the rest of the stones, and I have half of them, so I don't really think that he would leave without them.
That's
Well,
right.
the thing is, maybe he's going off to find the rest because when they're all together, they are allowed a certain amount of freedom.
Do you want me to go follow him?
Do you want to watch a goblin piss?
No, I would rather have a conversation with you, but you're making me feel like I made the wrong decision.
The decision is yours. I've never been one to tell you what you can and cannot do. I'm not that type of person. You are yourself.
I am, unfortunately.
It's not
You're-
unfortunate.
It is, but that's fine. I care because you're my person. I don't know. You're my person. So I care what you think because
So you're mad when I call you a friend, which is a term of endearment, but you call me a person, which can be a passerby on the streets.
No, I mean, you're my person as in...
This is very confusing.
It is, I know, I'm really sorry. I'm trying to find the right way to describe it. You being my person means you're the person I go to first when good things happen or when bad things happened because I trust you
That's
the
a
most.
friend.
You can have many friends, but you can only have one person.
Outside of not talking as Axre, I have 3 people I rush to tell good news or bad
I
news to
mean, you know
instantly.
what I mean, God.
It's like, because I always rush to call my wife, Derek, and Kevin.
Well, currently, Sikora only trusts Axre, so she only has one person, okay?
I honestly thought you wouldn't trust Osiris more. Outside of the fact that it's just like, so Axre has been your interest, so you've confided in him a little bit about it. So I thought that he was more so your person because he has been your confidant.
He's my friend. I would say he's a good friend.
But he's who you would go to discuss things. There were many nights I saw you discussing things by the fire.
Well, because we were discussing you.
I don't understand why you would be discussing me and not just conversing with me.
Well, because we were talking about how initially, you...
I'm enjoying this.
I hate it. We were talking about how, I guess, basically you rejected me when I told you about how I felt about you in the stables. And then, like, the next day you disappeared and got taken by the demons in my head. So there was really no, that was horrible.
There was really no closure to that. But then I came back and kissed you.
Like I said, you did, and then you called me a friend. And then basically didn't...
I hate to ask this of you, because I know you have gone through quite a bit yourself, but
Am I traumatized? Yes.
could you have some leeway with a elderly elf who has not known anything outside of just straight partnerships of work?
You know, when you say it like that, yes.
I don't mean to confuse you. I do not mean to drive you insane with how definitions work, but I understand that for many people, words have power. Whether it be magic or not, words have a certain ability to sway the heart. But to someone who is, I'll admit, disconnected from how the world is, I only know the path that's chosen. Shut up, Kyle. Because Kyle just says power word kill.
That's what Fallon has.
That is true. She does have that. But
I'm so sorry. I'm getting so warm right now. Conflict makes me warm.
oh,
Okay.
now the boobs are out.
No, they're not.
It caught Derek's attention.
I'm just
That's a
wearing a
what?
tank top.
It's not that kind of podcast.
It is not
It
that
is
kind
not.
of podcast.
But I don't want you to stress about this, but I saw you with another man and instantly imagined that you had no longer need of a friend like me.
That's not true.
So
I
you'd
would
like to
rather-
continue to be friends.
No, I mean, I would rather it have been you.
To be in a bar and be left behind as you gingerly put your
I
hand.
mean, oh god, okay, hold on, sorry.
I'm having so much fun with this.
I hate it.
I imagine Derek's like, you guys are fucking up the whole entire thing that I have
I don't
planned.
give a fuck. Just let us roleplay. Kevin's not even here.
Derek, if I were you, I'd take off the hat. I would take off the hat because that's a brand.
You got the hat, because what?
It's a brand.
Ah, that's right.
I
Sorry.
mean, sorry, I guess I was trying not to be explicit, but I might have to be. I meant that I would rather have laid with you.
Hasn't gone slept next to, or are you talking the more primitive meaning of the words laid next to?
Both.
Well, though I am still finding out what my god can and cannot allow, he does allow me more freedom than I did before.
That's nice.
So if you're willing to be patient,
I can do that.
I imagine you can be. It just kind of like flashes like a half smile.
I do work with corpses regularly. You kind of have to be patient with death.
I'm not that
Also-
patient when it comes to killing people, if you haven't noticed.
That is very true. Necromancy is different.
Maybe. Actually, this brings up a very valid point, and I don't know if I want Shelby to hear this, Derek, so can I mute her?
Oh no! It's so rude.
But I need
Alright,
Derek's
fine.
permission. Okay. How does this guy feel about necromancy?
The god?
Yes.
It depends.
Because
Mindless.
if it's my job to kill her,
mindless. Like, you know,
she's just laughing her
zombies.
ass off like a seal over there. So basically, arbitrarily making a parade of mindless zombies is like for her own power is a bad thing, but she's doing necromancy within limits.
It's essentially, if she was enacting crimes using said, summoned minions, it would
Only
be a
the
crime
same-
again.
But it
It
is
would
only
be
the
a problem.
same crimes I'm committing, because I'm still murdering people.
Yeah, but again, these are bad people.
Only my god can decide who are bad people.
Exactly.
Technically, one day he could literally say, kill her, and I would instantly have to kill her.
Yeah, totally.
Perfect.
Or you
All right.
suffer a horrible, gruesome death.
No,
Can she still hear us?
Nope, still muted. I'm gonna unmute her in a second, so if you're ready.
I'm ready.
Okay. All right.
Wow, that was. I don't even. Could you hear? You guys couldn't hear me.
No.
No, I muted you as well so we could have the conversation because you literally looked like you were laughing like a seal.
I was literally like, "This is a long conversation. I hope you can hear me."
Nope.
Cool.
Nope.
So,
But yep. Go ahead, Derek. Sorry.
Oh no. Okay. I guess it's
you get one more, and then there's something's gonna happen.
Oh no.
We made it 2/3 of the way through the whole entire stream without any actual activity outside of roll.
Yeah.
You know what, Derek? Sometimes you just have to have a shopping episode, okay?
This is
No,
not
actually,
bad.
that's what I wanted this episode. I wanted a
No,
show.
that wasn't gonna happen yet.
I know. But I
Anyways,
wanted.
I smile back at Axre.
We'll talk later. I feel like we are gonna have some things where we'll discuss in greater detail. When my brother and I look back at Osiris,
He's just
cannot
out.
he's not out. He's
Yeah.
just joyfully like steering this cart pulled by these cats. Who knows what he actually pays attention to if he's not inebriated properly.
He does love ale. I take a step toward him and I hug him.
I take it a step further and I kiss her on the forehead. Conflict makes her warm.
I'm warm! Don't at me, okay? I can't regulate my body heat.
Oh, please, I'm gonna go upstairs and just be like, "Hi, honey. Do you want back tickles?"
I basically pull away, but I like linger, on his chest. I should probably go find Vile.
Go ahead. Quick question: is there a fire anywhere nearby?
Yeah.
He's like, that directly correlates with the thing that I was about to do.
No. So I walk up to the fire and to kind of test out what you and I talked about. I literally just put my hand near the fire and basically pull it into my palm.
As you do, the two women who are sitting by it are like, You put out our fire.
I apologize. There's been a change in my body and I need a lot of heat. And I cast Firebolt into the fire.
A change in his body and he needs a lot of heat? What does that mean?
I can't exactly tell you that now, can I?
No.
Actually, this is something that I was told I'm not allowed to share.
Correct.
Jesus.
Technically, though, do you want me to text this to you or Discord it to you or?
Just discord it.
Okay. So you can continue on.
So, as you do that, these two women are a little thrown off by what just happened here. And they basically both look at you like, why would you do this? That's we need our fire. Who are you?
My name is Axre. I deeply apologize for the inconvenience to you, dears. Can you allow me to remedy the situation?
Yes. Could you please just relight the fire and possibly, let us rest. We're about to make a meal. Do you and your party wish to join us?
That would be quite nice. I'd be happy to provide you with anything that we do have so that we can assist in that. I literally just start laying out my firebolt to make the fire.
Okay.
I did send you that message. Just so that you're aware.
Check that. And you guys, I'm just gonna move the fire move it closer to you guys because it's easier. So as you guys are doing this, like Zish and Osiris are gonna come down with a fire. Sikora, will you be joining them as well?
After I find Bile, yeah.
Bile has come back and is just like, okay. Now that you're done.
Yeah, I'm really glad we're not listening to that conversation.
Technically, he's always in your head with that ring, unless you actively block him.
Yeah.
Were you wearing the ring? He heard all of it. And he's like, oh yes, totally didn't just hear every word of your horrible, sappy conversation.
Oh,
I
God.
hear that little bit. Can I see if I hear what he just said?
We're real perception.
25.
God.
Yeah, you heard it.
Okay, I cast Firebolt right next to Bile.
Axre!
Being Bile, he just stands there and just sort of looks over it and he's like, oh, it's that one. Nice to see you.
Need to watch what you say before I incinerate. What little body you have. You're so adorable.
Okay, let's not start a conflict.
Yeah,
We have
before
months of conflict to deal with.
I understand
So
that.
as you guys are doing this, Bile just unrolls a contract and he's like, so while I was over there, I spent the time to write up new terms.
You did that while you were peeing.
Yes.
That's gross.
Hold on, is it literally drafted in urine?
I hate it.
No,
I swear
it
to
is,
God.
it is drafted. It's in red ink.
So it's the blood from his pee.
It's the blood from the dead body that he's in. He basically just went like.
Another
Just like-
Discord message, by the way.
Okay.
Also, Adam, your video's frozen again. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm just kind of used to it at this point.
I know. I'm just letting you know.
I honestly might just have to get used to using my cell phone, which is infuriating in a different sense.
We're just going straight into the contract. I thought you were going to give us some time to, not do this yet.
So, and he just looks at you like, well, I'd like to get moving on a few things for, I have work to do. And the fact is, following you around constantly is just not really helping me get that work done. So, what I offer you is this. And he just shows you, like, the first line. You have my undying loyalty, and until the day the hell reopens, I will be I will be loyal and allegiant to your side in this cause.
Okay.
However, the second term, I wish for you to give me the stones so that I may find them bodies, and so that I may act upon the needs of our group without having to wait for you and your party to get to where we need to go. Those acts may involve assassinating members of the Dragon Cult and the Wizards of Thay, and getting to the Well of Dragons to open the Hellmouth first.
Are the Wizards of Thay bad people?
They're the worst kinds of people.
No, that's Shelby asking Derek.
Oh yes,
No,
they are.
horribly. Do you remember in the Dungeons & Dragons movie, it's the red mages of Thay, the ones that are casting the giant spell that turn everyone into like those zombie dead creatures?
Ooh,
Yeah,
okay.
that.
Okay, wait. So did he specifically wrote, I will be loyal and on your side of things?
Yes, he did. That's term 1. Term 2 is he wants to take the stones and go find the rest of the stones and find bodies.
Okay. If you're gonna put the rest of the stones into bodies, they also need to agree not to murder random innocent people.
So you bring us ahead a bit to term 6. And then he just like highlights it.
We were only on term 2.
Yes. He jumps ahead like, so you're referring to term 6. The rest of the group will be beholden to me. And they are also under the same terms as our contract, meaning they are allegiant to you, and as you see in term 4, will not harm civilians unnecessarily.
Adam made a whole ass face.
I've been talking to my sister, who's a lawyer, a lot lately.
So would you like to keep going?
My brain wants to.
Is Axre like listening to the terms, or is he off?
Axre is actually talking to the 2 women at the fire, like trying to cook a meal at the same time, like fixing some of their smaller equipment.
I was about to say, like, yeah, like you're basically mending some of their equipment that they've had damaged in this long travel.
Okay.
Their wagon broke down a long time ago, and they've been kind of walking it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
File, 1 second. I need a second set of ears. And I walk over and I tap Axre on the shoulder.
Since you begun, Axre has just gone down to his basic, like, light vestments. He's not wearing his armor.
Of course he has.
So you tap on my shoulder, and I'm like, what's it? Yes, what's going on?
File's going through contract points, and I feel like I need a second set of ears in case I miss something sus.
Is that technically allowed with your bond, or some demons prevent that? As in, a second person participating would actually interfere with how the contract is made.
Well, I told him I needed a second set of ears, and then I walked away. He didn't do anything, so...
He then brings the contract over to you and simply shows, like, yes, term number 9.
Oh, God.
We shall cause no harm to you or your party at any given time for any circumstances outside of threat of our own death.
Bile, I know you and I don't get along, and I don't anticipate us to ever truly get along, and I think you can agree on this.
Really, I thought we had forged a wonderful friendship.
Yes, being stuck to a chair and you chuckling for months is wonderful, yes.
You chuckle.
We tried to get him out. It's not like we just stood there.
So
Several of you tried to get me out. Lock and Stock truly did. Even Sandscryer and Vision attempted. And, by the way, very awkward people. Won't discuss at the moment. In your contract, am I allowed to view and assist in negotiations?
Yes.
Perfect. I'd like to see the terms.
And then he continues to explain the same terms. Term 1, term 2, blah, blah. He just keeps going. It's like, term 3 shall not harm any civilians unnecessarily.
We're pausing. Term 1 needs to be reworded to the day you're all back in hell after Tiamat is dealt with. For how do we know you're not going to? The hells open up for Tiamat to be released, and you all of a sudden rejoice. We need to have certain protections in place.
No, totally fair.
You could totally understand
Totally
that.
fair.
Completely fair, yes. Here you go. And he just, like, erases that term and, like, just pokes his chest again, pops a hole, and just starts writing a new... It's like,
on the second one,
Derek, you should write these down. You should actually write them down.
Oh, I know, I am.
Okay.
We will, point by point, because for the second point, you have listed that you want to be given the stones, and the stones are to be subjugate to you.
Yes.
In simple layman's terms, I would like to voice a compromise between the two.
Okay.
The stones, after you manage to find them suitable bodies, they are to report immediately to Sikora and pledge their fealty to her. But you are to be made the intermediary between the two. But they are still to pledge fealty to her and her will.
Love a man who advocates for his woman. That was Shelby.
Oh, we knew.
It's like Sikora would literally never say that out loud. You might think it.
She's just getting a little warm right now, so you see like her messing with her cloak.
I'm just like... I'm just like, I'm discovering kinks that I never knew I had.
So, he responds
Contract
with,
negotiation is.
I will stand by that term, however, I am not going to make them walk their asses all the way back to you people every time we have to find a new body because we picked a weak one.
No, but you will be separate from us, so we do not deem that would be necessary. You said that you would like to take the gems off and go find suitable bodies. If we're able to find them suitable bodies before you come back to collect the gem to say, find another suitable body, that makes it a moot point. But we would still have to have a subcontract stating that in the event of a body's destruction, we are obligated to find them another suitable body. And then the terms are still upheld on our end. There is no way to circumvent or get around the fact that they directly have to do as Sikora wills.
Fair enough.
I've been watching a lot of lawyer shows. I don't know if that's kind of peering through right now.
So as this continues, you guys get through all the terms. Term number 3, which is shall not harm any civilians unnecessarily.
Any of you.
None of us.
I'm with him unnecessarily.
I thought you would be.
Just for the fact that I've literally incinerated people.
Yeah.
And so sometimes it comes down to they do think that the cult is in their best interest, and what if we do need them dealt with? Technically, a dragon cultist could say, I am a regular civilian, and then your demons would be useless. Just with that simple terminology. Derek, if you actually have the points of this contract, I would love to review it.
Yeah, that's why I was like...
I don't. I'm rewriting them as we
Just
go.
write this down.
Yeah.
Perfect. I would love to actually go through it, and then
we will right after we finish this discussion. There are only 9 points on the contract.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. We can...
So, number 4 was...
Bile, you've neglected to say there's only 9 points in this contract so far.
No, there will only be 9 points in this contract. We, as a unit, discussed this contract and gave me authority to negotiate it on this realm.
For 9 exact points.
9 points, 1 for each person in there.
Yeah, that's what I was
Bound
thinking.
in blood, through the soul stones, to follow the contract.
I am just looking at Axre bartering this contract with lustful eyes.
He's so into the contract negotiation, he is not even paying attention.
I feel like Bile's probably like, oh god.
So, what does I say? Point 9. No harm shall come to you or your party at our hands. Damn it. What did I say number 8 was?
I don't remember. I honestly started focusing on other points that you had already gone over.
So, when I said I will remain loyal to you until... Oh, that's right. Term 4. They will be subjugated to me.
But
that has to be rewritten?
That has to be rewritten because they said that they have to go according to the will, but you are basically set above them. but you still are subservient to Sikora's will.
To me.
So since that is taken care of by Act 2, Act 4, we'd like to put that you cannot alter or change Sikora's will by any magical or non-magical means.
Then next post. Fair enough. Turn 5.
Axre feels like he should have glasses right now.
And then so he just looks at you and says, "Turn 5. The bodies we find are ours. If we were to vacate them, they are not to be retaken in as your minions. We would like to be able to re-enter them if necessary for tactical purposes."
For the sake of understanding, when you guys are put into a body, she is forced to use the animate dead spell, correct?
I really hate this part. So to prove that we're able to handle it ourselves, please hand me Victim's Stone.
That's not my question. Answer my question before
wait.
you try to prove something.
When your eyeballs get taken out of the bodies, they disintegrate.
Correct. That's where I'm going for. That was you, the DM.
Yes. So here's the thing. When the eyes are taken out against our will, our decision, yes. When the eyes are removed by, let's say, us breaking the bond of the body, the bodies may remain intact. Sanskrier, in theory, can actually infect living hosts.
Axre just kind of like rubs his temple and just be like...
Which brings me to term 7. Sanskrier agrees to not inhabit living hosts.
Love that term. Yeah, don't do that.
At any point during this whole contract?
Ever. During the contract. Once the contract is broken and we're all in hell,
it's not broken, it's completed. Broken would actually violate and allow us certain penalties.
Yes.
Man, I really wanted to see the door to hell open. That would have been so cool.
You still
I look over at Sikora and I'm like,
I still will! You're leaving!
The gates of hell still has to open.
You're leaving to go do that. And then it'll have to be done before we get there because we're taking too long.
When I say it'll be done before you get there, I mean, like, we're going to do the whole ritual. We'll get subjugates who have always been here on Earth to do the minor bidding, aka sacrifice themselves. And then, once that's all said and done, all it takes is a single drop of your blood, because to enter hell, we need the blood of your family, because your father's the one who put us in the stones. Helped put us in the stones.
God.
Don't focus on him too much, he'll start talking.
I forgot I have to still yell at him.
Do you actually enjoy talking to him? Because from what I recall, he was quite the airhead.
No, I don't. I was really just going to berate him about how they're really cool, but he probably won't care, so it really doesn't matter.
We can put him in a goblin and incinerate him.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
No, I mean technically, and Bile, you may correct me if I'm wrong, but that's not against the terms of the contract so far.
Is this like the thing where you like put your emotions in a bottle and then you smash the bottle? It's supposed to make you feel better, but really it's just like, you know, the soul of your dead father that you murdered in a body, and then you just annihilate that body, and it's supposed to make you feel better.
Yes, it's called being cathartic.
Yeah, Bile just goes like, I've never been to therapy, but that sounds invalid.
Wonderful. Truly, it sounds wonderful having the object of such pain. Somebody who's caused you so much pain.
I can kill him again.
Yes, it would be almost cathartic, but also at the same time, and Sikora, I apologize for wording it as such, but It also would mean that the first killing would be moot for the fact that it's not finite. It is repeatable.
Well, technically, he is going into hell with all the demons, right? That kind of sucks. For him.
If it wasn't for the fact that he signed up for it, I don't know how I...
That's true. He really did.
So term 6. Oh, sorry, No, I just told you term 7.
Term 8.
7. No, yes.
He's jumped around quite a few times, actually.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he has. Okay, so yeah, so term 6 is, although we have agreed to all these things about who's beholden to who, these stones will remain in my possession, aka making sure that if you and your party die, I may continue my quest solo.
So what you're saying is, in the event of our demise,
But if I
may be
die,
allowed-
you can't get into hell because you need my blood.
There's more than one of your siblings around.
I don't have any siblings.
Yes, of course not. Anyway,
What?
that's a conversation for a different time.
That's actually a conversation for your father. In the
That
sake
is
of
also
negotiations,
Wait. Actually,
for the-
you knew I had siblings.
it
Never came up.
has
I'll tell you the truth,
it
never
has
came
been
up.
alluded to that you are the one who has been taught the most.
Yes, but if you're not the one doing the summoning and the necromancy and everything, it's a moot point. But we have agreed to wait for you.
How
But
old are
in-
they?
A what?
How old are they?
Oh, the siblings. And you
can't
just
help
see
you
him
out
like
on this
roll
one,
his.
Sorry.
You just roll his eyes back in his head. It's like,
Oh, he's talking to my dad. Oh God. Oh Jesus.
See, I truly didn't know you didn't know you had siblings. I thought it was since your father was talking about, well, he called them bastards.
That makes a lot of sense.
so there are 2. They are. One is a half-orc,
Dad.
and she is.
Axre, out of characteristic, just goes like, that sounds very kinky.
Actually,
Am I using that word right?
yeah.
It's more like fetish, if you want to get specific.
I will leave it to a demon to specify that.
Oh my God, hold on.
Yes.
I have a sister.
Your sister, she's about. How
Or,
old are you again?
oh fuck. Hold on.
Half orc, quarter elf.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm 32.
32. So she's about 20. And your brother is 39. And he is full-blooded human. You're a half-elf, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. So I thought. I was like, swear you are. Yes, he's full-blooded human. He knows nothing of necromancy. He followed a life as a merchant.
Oh.
Oh my god, it's the Trinketeer.
No, it's not. No,
I know. How
He
funny
is
would that have been, though?
more powerful than any random.
Wait, what does my sister do?
No one knows. She's roving with her, wandering tribe, doing God knows what orcs do.
Cool.
But
Cool.
as your father puts it, orc woman came into camp and had a type. And I believe the words she said were snoo snoo,
No, I don't.
and there was no real consent given.
I don't. I don't need to know that.
Not that he was gonna.
I super don't need to know that. Actually, make him stop.
So
Well,
term
yes.
number made up term number 1. We will all refrain from talking about your father's sex life.
Yeah.
This is
Wait,
that's
addendum
Do they have
B.
names?
It's an
Do
addendum A.
they have names?
He doesn't know.
My dad doesn't know their names.
As we said, You are the only one he stuck around to teach.
Wow. Wow, 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 wow.
And also, the human one, the mom may not have been super cool about the whole necromancy thing. So
Super
she bailed out when she had a moment, when she had the chance.
Dude, awesome.
That post-nut clarity really clears
Yeah. Really
He's
kicked
like,
in.
oh
and she's
god,
like,
corpses.
what do you mean you're going to teach him necromancy? What?
Animated
Bye.
corpses.
Yeah, so anyway, term number 8, which is Visionary wants you, or one of you, to either give him money or to make him a quarterstaff with 27 slots for gemstones.
27 slots for gemstones?
For what particular reason?
He wants access to the entire Living World spellbook, utilizing gemstones to connect the many schools of magic together.
I'll give you a quarterstaff.
Reaches into his own head again, comes back. He says he'll do it himself then.
That gives us
So-
more time.
That gives us actually a whole nother point that we can negotiate. Unless you're saying the whole entire point is we give him a quarterstaff.
No, the point is he wanted it made so that when he gets here, he can just immediately hop into, being the most powerful mage in the existing lands.
Yeah, that's an absolute no.
He has to perform the entire ceremony by himself, so
And
outside of sacrifices.
And technically, with how the contract is worded so far, he cannot go against your will by any means, and that includes, they can't change your mind. They can't change how you think of things. They can't take over your mind. So technically, he would have to listen to what you say, unless Derek's like, I homebrewed this, and I changed it so that now they can.
Yeah,
No.
that's why we're being really specific, because sometimes you change your mind about things and you're not allowed to do that. If there's a contract, he can't.
No, that's why we're writing it down. And then, so then he's like, and term number 9, obviously, no harm shall come to you or your party at our hands.
Or by your will.
Yeah,
or by
by
our-
anyone you ask to do it.
Fine, we'll add that just for clarification. But again, we have to sit there at the portal and wait for you to get there anyway. It's not like we can do it again.
So wait, none of you are going to come back as per condition 2.
We will wait and keep the place out of other people's hands.
So you're going to get to this divine land and
Fine.
demonic, whatever. Tiamat is still a god.
Fiend, but go on.
At the level of deity.
Fair.
It's
So, yes.
semantics at this point.
Yes, so, yes, Tiamat is going to come out once you guys open the portal. We and you and whoever you bring along shall be up against a very powerful force. The moment that she's gone, we are going to drop through the portal and never see any of you again.
The gate will be closed before the contract is complete.
Correct.
Are you going to Miss Feebile?
I shall, for once it's just me and them on the road again, I shall be quite lonely.
You'll still be able to hear me, right?
Yes, I will.
I
And
just
we'll
know that I might put the ring back on sometimes.
As long as you do, I am willing to listen. Good God, could I use some more interesting conversation?
Well, when I put the ring on, you won't be able to hear me. But when I take it off,
So when you put the ring on, you selected an individual that could make contact
Yeah, that's
with you
what it
while
was.
wearing the ring.
The ring subjugates the bond between the table dimension and you.
So wearing the ring, it
to
means that
just
only
Bile.
Bile. Yeah.
but if I take the ring off, then they can all hear me.
No, then none of them hear you.
No, they can all hit. According to your own wording, is that ring is what's protecting
No,
them.
the ring is the binding. As I said before, the ring is the binding. Wearing the ring allows a single, pinhole communication line, essentially, to Bile.
So if I keep the ring off, then none of them can hear me.
Correct. That's why you have been able to sit in silence this whole time. that's also why Bile had to use a random other body and basically have to like rip his way through a normal demonic possession rather than his normal way of communication to let you know if you don't contact him soon, he's going to kill someone.
Cool. I just feel like sometimes you don't have to hear everything.
I'm okay with that.
That's
But if
great.
you ever trap me in that dimension again with those assholes, by
I
myself.
will not. I'm sorry. You're way better than them.
No, you're just saying.
You
I
are
would
the
agree with that.
What did you say, Adam?
Axre, it's just I wouldn't agree that you are the best of them, but
What, you want to listen to Vision tell you all about his deep alterations of the spell of prestidigitation?
Sanskrit had many details of your elaborate plans and just talked about the differences in the type of magic that him and Vision were able to comprehend. That part was more interesting than listening to Lockstock talk about new machinery and different types of lubrication.
Yeah, that gets.
Lubrication
Yes.
from machinery.
They make
Yeah.
weapons that are not for Mongol.
Interesting. Okay. But you can. I'm sorry. I just had a thought that they were just making dildos and they thought that they were weapons.
It very well technically could be like, check out this
None
new
of the demons know any
piercing.
better on that one.
I'm sorry.
But, all right. So, finishing up tonight, our he just hands you the contract and says, "Now, if you'll simply sign here." Oh, hang on. just basically cracks off his finger and hands it to you. Unless you have a quill.
I have a quill.
Ah, okay then. Never mind.
I know I'm a necromancer and it was supposed to be like really chill with like body parts and blood, but like
I'm sorry. I will be honest. I am in a hurry to get this over with. I don't want to be stuck anymore.
Aren't you already at the point where you're not stuck? You're in a body.
Sikora, roll me
oh no.
3 Arcana checks in a row.
I don't like that because now I feel like you tricked us.
No, I just want you to roll 3 Arcana checks in a row.
I cast guidance on all of them.
Does that mean I get advantage on each one of them?
That's
No,
like
so
plus
it's
4 or something, or plus
Oh,
1
okay.
d4, plus 1
So
d4.
yeah, so it's a 3.
Okay.
a 3. Okay, hold on. I have to do math, and math's hard for me. Just give me a second. So the first one is a 30.
Okay.
The second one is a 24.
Okay.
And the third one is a 29.
Okay.
Jesus.
I have really good arcana.
As this wave goes over you of like signing this contract, you see both you and Bile like a sort of like energy like move forward and like bind, and the contract literally just bursts into flames. And I need you to roll me, last thing, a perception check.
Oh god, I thought you were gonna say wisdom check and I was gonna be like, you bitch! I'm sorry, a perception check you said?
Perception, yep.
15.
Okay. So you, perfect. So you see the, so you see all 9 of those points like highlighted in the flame, and then just like basically just check off.
Okay.
And then you see all the stones float out of your bag and just right into Bile's hand. And he just puts them in like the pocket of the pants of the goblin. He's like, "Thank you. I will stay the night.
Okay.
After that, I will head out in the morning to begin."
Do you need anything?
No, what's that term you livings use? It's, a weight off my shoulders, suddenly.
Do you need any gold or any supplies?
No, I think I'll be able to get that once Well, once I find my first not so innocent victim.
Oh.
You can't
Okay.
hurt civilians.
I didn't say so.
Oh,
Well-
you mean the dragon cultist?
Well,
Oh, believe
dragon
me.
cultists, bandits, random
Assorted.
beast.
The rest of this goblin's tribe, you know. At least the rest of their warriors. We
Okay.
shall see. Oh, wait, are there 3 more bodies over there? Oh, there are.
Yeah.
1 second. And he just walks over and just jams in an eye into each one. And as he does, you just see, like, them all just start to get up.
Lovely.
And they look around. And he's like, he just points at you, just like, go. And they all walk up to you and just, like, kneel down. And in almost unison, you hear the voices of Victim, your own dad, and
Oh, my dad.
and Stock.
Okay, hold on, I gotta write this down.
Immediately just swear you, like, it's like, we swear upon the contract made between you and Bile that we will continue to be firmly loyal to you until the completion of the contract.
You said Victim, Stock, and my dad?
Yes.
I'm gonna look at the one that my dad's voice came out of.
And he's just like, well, I didn't expect this. But, well, good luck out there, and I will see you at the end. And then Bile's like, no, we're waiting. Staying one night. And then he does do you a small favor, and he, like, looks at Axre and he whispers to him, those are doppelgangers. And he points to the 2 women.
How will you say?
I can smell them.
Can I insight check that?
Absolutely.
17.
Yeah, so you look at them, and although you can't tell from their exact, like, humanoid form, they aren't eating anything. They're just chewing on food constantly.
And I kind of like look over at Sikora, who's still kind of like, I take it you're still trying to like piece together everything that just kind of happened.
Yeah, I was also like deciding if I was deciding if she would hug her dad or not. And
Well,
I
that'd
couldn't
be-
decide.
That's
He
still on
held
the table,
2
if you're gonna make that
siblings.
decision.
Yeah, he held 2 siblings from you. But
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I'm deciding if she would do it or not. But that was like her first thought.
I look over to her and I say, we might have a different issue. I would plan to sleep quite yet.
Oh.
And as you say that, her dad
Wait, yeah. I was
Her
like,
dad just looks at her and is like, oh, don't worry. You're all going to sleep just fine. And he hugs you, like, even though you don't reciprocate, he just hugs you like, you've grown up and you're so strong. Just want you to know that.
I like that this
Proud
is
of
a
you.
goblin, so it's like just
He's like-
basically her leg.
Yeah.
stomach, yeah.
And he just goes like, you're so strong, and I'm so proud of you.
And I look over at Axre as he's saying this, and I'm like,
I hold
And
a
he just,
gold
like,
fire in my
reaches
hand
up
and
and
I'm just
touches
like,
your shoulder and just like says, like, be well. And then you just see him and just go like, detect magic. And basically, or I'm sorry, dispel magic. And dispels the doppelganger's illusions off of their bodies. And you just see the 2 weird, humanoids. They haven't realized what's happened yet. So,
as I'm looking at Axre and I see that happen in the background, I'm like, is that the other problem?
Well, that's what your good friend Bile was saying, and that just kind of confirms it.
And with that, we're going to call it a night. Thank you all so much for joining us. This has been a wonderful event of, yet again, torturing both of my players with, emotional damage. I wish I could just, like, click a button and pop that meme up. But here we are.
Emotional damage.
But thank you so much for joining us. And, next time, we will see how well not having the demons around goes.
So our next stream is going to be next Tuesday, if I recall what you were saying correctly, Derek. Correct me if I'm wrong. But our next stream is going to be on December the 3rd, and we will be returning as Raiders of the Lost Hole.
Mm-hmm.
Followed up shortly on the 7th.
Yes.
By Hoard 2.
Yep.
All right. Derek, tell us to go away.
Bye.
Bye.